California liberal politicians are about to pass a bill that will make it a crime for you to kill someone in self-defense. We've got the details. Plus, Governor Gavin Newsom overturns the will of the voters who just passed Prop 36, the Make Crime Illegal Again initiative, using his reckless budget. We'll tell you what his scam is and what we're doing to fight back to combat crime in our state. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state representative representing District 75 in the state assembly. California Democrats have been coddling criminals for the last 20 years, and as a result, we've seen a massive crime wave. They believe in their worldview that the real victims out there aren't people who are robbed or assaulted or subjected to other criminal activity. No, the real crime victims are the criminals, that the criminal justice system has been just, so unfair to them. We have to bend over backwards to cater to their needs. Again, coddling criminals has resulted in us not prosecuting crimes, not keeping people behind prison to serve out their time for sentences, and of course, defunding the police. All of that in California has led to a historic spike in crime activity in our state. The result? More crime victims, more losses, more murders, more assaults. Now, voters in the 2024 election rebelled. They passed a citizens initiative, the Make Crime Illegal Again initiative, or Prop 36. Prop 36 was so popular that it passed with more than 50% in every single county. Every county, even San Francisco, voted for Prop 36. Passed overall in the state of California by more than 68%. A landslide victory. It was vehemently opposed by California Democrat politicians and, of course, Governor Gavin Newsom. In a moment, I'll tell you how Newsom has decided to just invalidate the 68% votes of Californians, overturning the results of Prop 36. And he does it through a very clever and sinister, and I would argue illegitimate mechanism in his state budget. In a moment, I'm also going to talk about AB 1333, which would make it a crime for you to kill someone in the as they're trying to kill you, as they're breaking into your home. You will lose your right to self-defense if AB 1333 passes, and we've got to stop that bad bill. Real quick, though, at Reform California, we are on the lookout for crazy policies like this that make you less safe. Policies that coddle criminals, that encourage crime, or overturn the results of an election. Policies that would make you the subject of a criminal indictment and prosecution simply for exercising your constitutional rights of self-defense. We can't do this work alone. I'm urging you to join our movement. Like this video so more people know what's going on in Sacramento and how the politicians are trying to coddle the criminals, but also go to our website, reformcalifornia.org. Reformcalifornia.org, that's the website. Sign up at the bottom of the website. That's very important because we are building an entire political movement here at Reform California to take back our state from the insanity of the far left. Put in your first name, your last name, your email, your phone, and your zip code. And then, of course, please consider making a contribution. The button is in the top right of our website. We get no government funding. We are a grassroots political campaign dedicated to ending the Democrat supermajority, putting common sense ballot measures on the ballot and passing them like Prop 36, the Make Crime Illegal Again initiative. And we also are working very hard to recruit candidates and support them across the state of California, from school board and city council all the way up to Congress. So please chip in a contribution at that website. It also helps us bring these stories to public light and educate voters to put pressure on our political system to create change. All right, let's start out with AB 1333. This is an insane bill. And by the way, there are a lot of insane bills in Sacramento. This is one of the worst ones. There's a lot of competition. It is from this liberal State Assembly member Rick Zuber from Los Angeles. California bill restricts self-defense against a crime, ends crime-stopping protection. Assembly Bill 1333. It basically eliminates what we call the castle defense. It allows you the right when someone's breaking into your home, you have a constitutional right called the castle defense to shoot someone. You also, under a variety of state laws, have various other provisions for self-defense, even when you're not in your home. And here is the language of the Penal Code. And this is the amendment that Zuber's AB 1333 bill would impose. It says, homicide is justifiable when committed by any person in any of the following cases. He changes it to all, which concerns me. Does that mean we have to meet all the criteria? In all the following cases. Number one, when resisting any attempt of murder of any person to do some great bodily injury upon another person. He's getting rid of or to commit a felony. So if you kill someone while they're committing a felony, that exemption, the felony side, is eliminated. Some may argue, okay, well, not all felonies deserve, the right to kill someone. Well, again, it's in the context of self-defense. But here is the second change that's even more clear, that he's eliminating your right to self-defense, specifically the Castle Doctrine. Homicide is justifiable when committed in defense of habitation. That is, in essence, the Castle Doctrine. That if someone's breaking into your house, all states, the U.S. Supreme Court, they've all ruled that you have a constitutional right to defend your home, your castle. In California, that's eliminated. Here it says, when in defense of habitation, property, or person, against one who manifestly intends or endeavors by violence or surprise to commit a felony, or one who manifestly intends and endeavors in violent, riotous, tumultuous manner to enter the habitation of another. This one says, it eliminates all of that. And it just simply says, of a person against one who manifestly intends or endeavors in a violent manner. And so you're getting rid of the defense of habitation, property, person, and the commission of a felony. Then item 3. This is, in theory, when you're outside of your home. When committed in lawful defense, this is when you can kill someone else. When you kill someone else in lawful defense of a person or of a spouse, parent, child, master, mistress, servant of such person, when there is reasonable ground to apprehend a design to commit a felony, that's stricken, or to do great bodily injury, imminent danger. But such person or the person in whose behalf the defense was made, if he or she was the assailant or engaged in mutual combat, must really and in good faith have endeavored to decline any further struggle before the homicide was committed. All of that is eliminated. And instead, it's to do great bodily harm, imminent danger by design being accomplished. Again, you eliminate all these other factors that would justify someone in self-defense. Now, Zuber says that he's doing this bill because he doesn't like people like Kyle Rittenhouse. By the way, Kyle Rittenhouse, found not guilty, found to be acting in self-defense. Again, I don't want to get into the Kyle Rittenhouse debate, but Zuber is very clear. He wanted to see Kyle Rittenhouse put in jail. If you're out there and someone, I watched the trial, I think many people did, being hit over the head with a skateboard, you don't think that that's violent, imminent bodily harm, possible risk of death? In Zuber's universe, Kyle Rittenhouse should not have been able to defend himself from that grave physical violence and risk of death. No, we're very clear on what AB 1333 does. In essence, it criminalizes the crime victims by saying you're not allowed to defend yourself against the thugs, the looters, the attackers, the assailants. Again, Governor Gavin Newsom opposed Prop 36, and now in his budget, he's decided he's not going to fund implementation of Prop 36. So voters passed Prop 36 saying, hey, we want to make crime illegal again in the state of California. But what that requires, though, is implementation and funding. And the presumption was that, well, if the voters say do something, that the politicians, particularly when it's a ballot initiative passed by 68%, would be compelled to do something. Nope, Newsom basically, he's giving the middle finger to the California voters and crime victims. He's basically saying, nope, we're not going to arrest and punish these criminals per Prop 36. Here is KCRA, Ashley Zavala, presenting the story.
Proposition 36, the ballot measure itself, did not come with a specific funding strategy for the increased felony caseload in the courts and prison system. So now lawmakers are left to figure out how exactly to make this most effective and how much money is needed to do that.
The voters have spoken, and we are committed to fund and to implement Proposition 36.
California state senators on Tuesday held this special hearing on California's new crime measure, Prop 36. It reinstated felony sentences and prison time for some repeat theft and drug crimes.
We also have to understand that it was the result of years of inaction.
Now, 2 months after the law took effect, lawmakers spent 3 hours listening to local law enforcement, public defenders, courts, and county health officials on the impact so far and what's needed.
Look, voters spoke, Prop 36 passed overwhelmingly, and Governor Gavin Newsom should respect the will of the voters by putting the money in his budget to implement Prop 36 so that people can rest assured that their votes count and that prosecutors can arrest, prosecute, and put behind bars violent criminals to protect the rest of society. We'll continue to fight these fights to ensure that your vote matters and push back against crazy bills that make you less safe, like AB 1333, but we can only do so with your help. So go on that website, reformcalifornia.org, join our movement, chip in a contribution, share and like this video to spread the word. Until next time, I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California and a California State Representative. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.